Lesson number 5, page 11. Why children don't answer. Teaching by example. A Japanese college professor once told this personal story. I have a 5-year-old son. Until a few months ago, whenever anyone called his name, he would answer, "Hi," which means yes in English, in a loud voice. But then for some reason, he stopped doing it. I gave it some thought and realized I was to blame. I'd been so swamped with work that often when my wife called me, I wouldn't answer, but just go on working in silence. My son must have seen me doing that and quit answering when spoken to. I tried various things to get him to respond, but nothing worked. Then it hit me. The most important thing is for me myself to answer clearly when I'm called. And what do you know? Soon enough, he began saying, "Hi," enthusiastically when we called his name. The atmosphere in our house really changed for the better. Many men who graduated from college years ago spent the rest of their lives toiling at their jobs, hard pressed and joyless. Why then, as fathers, do they rant about the need to do well in school? Study hard and get into a good college, they say. That's all your mother and I ask. Do it for us. Study, study, study. It makes no sense to children. Why should I study hard to get into college and then study even harder to graduate just so I can end up like my old man? They wonder. He does nothing but work all the time. I can't work any harder than him. Maybe I don't have what it takes to keep on living. Too often a child looks at his parents and loses hope. Trembling with worries and anxiety, he may suffer a nervous breakdown or even take his own life. True education is education by example. Yeah, I really like this story because it talks about true education, which is education by example. And I think we all have some kind of aversion or dislike for hypocrisy when people say something good and then they act differently from what they say. Yeah, so unconsciously, parents, of course, they only wish happiness for their children, most parents, obviously. But even so, when they just say, study hard, stop playing, stop goofing around, you're not gonna find a good job, otherwise. So when they keep saying things like that, they have the intention of their child not becoming miserable in the future. But at the same time, if they themselves are joyless, it's not setting a good example for the children. Yeah, you know, they cannot study so hard or work harder than their parents because parents, they work so hard because they have extra responsibility of taking care of another human being. And children are like, wow, I can't carry all this burden all by myself. So they might actually lose hope and develop anxiety and tremble with worries. Yeah, it's so crucial for parents to always have a smile on their face in the house, especially to talk with each other kindly and respectfully between mother and father. Children are watching everything. I feel like even a pet picks up on the emotions of people around them. Now, all the more a human baby, they can easily pick up the emotions. So, if we work on our spiritual grounding and foundation, and as adults, we find peace and we find our balance and centeredness, that will get conveyed to children. And then they're more likely to respond to us instead of ignoring our call when we call their name, when we need something. Yeah, if the parents always respond to each other promptly and kindly, children are very likely to follow suit. So again, it's all based on the cause and effect. Good causes always bring us good effects. And I'm so happy that we are here to create this good cause together with each other here by engaging in this recitation meditation. Today is Tuesday, and have a beautiful Tuesday, everyone, and enjoy the rain. Bye.